to Simply Me. And so, welcome to the last installment of the divorce series. I think this is going to be the last one. And in today's video, we're going to talk about silence the voices, okay? But before we move on, if you have not already, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's just get started. And in the video, we're going to talk about divorce and all the voices, okay? When you're going through it, there's going to be a million and one things, not only going through your mind, but outside voices, right? Everybody thinks they're helping. Everybody thinks that they have your best interest at heart, but sometimes that's not always the case, right? People have opinions, they have suggestions, but everything does not work for everyone. And I just want to just go through in detail some of the things that people were telling me. And I had to silence those voices. I had to silence them because I was being pulled in different directions. And so I had to go to God for myself. I had to beseech God for myself because I was being pulled too many different directions. There were too many things going on. And for one instance, God, and I don't fault any of these people. I'm going to say that. I'm not faulting any of these people, and I don't have no ill will. I don't have no ill feelings towards them. But the things that they told me were not for me, okay? So I had someone tell me, I think this was right after my ex moved out, and she told me, well, you know what the man want? He want a son, give him another baby. And I was just like, give him a what now? You said what now? Give him another baby? And I was like, what in the world? What in the world? Here I am. We are not in a good space. And you talking about. So that was not for me. That was horrible advice. That was terrible advice. Imagine. Yeah, that was horrible advice. Imagine just having another baby. I'd be left with 3 kids on my own, trying to make it happen, trying to make it work, trying to do this, trying to do that, and he just be about his business. No. So I'm pretty sure she meant well. But that advice was not for me. Mm-mm. 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 Anywho, and then I had someone else tell me, well, just ride it out. Just ride the marriage out. Just stay, just essentially just ride it out till he die. Till you're old and he dead. He died before you. And that was horrible advice. That was terrible advice because so what you're telling me is to spend 30 plus years in a marriage that is not fulfilling, 30 plus years miserable. Is that what I'm hearing you say? And that was horrible advice for me. And I had expressed to this person, look, I felt like I was suffocating. But now I can I felt like I was suffocating, but now I can breathe. And you're telling me to write it out? Essentially, just wait till we're 70 and he dies before me? No, so I can collect insurance money or whatever? No. No, I don't want to waste my youth. I don't want to waste my youth and then be look up I'm 70 years old and the marriage was not fulfilling. No. No, no, no. So, but those were the two that stuck out to me. Um, and then there were people who just, there was just people who just acted like they was oblivious to what was going on. Oh, I don't know anything. Oh, I don't do this. Oh, I'm not in y'all business. Oh, this. But anywho, I digress. So I'm saying that to say you have to silence those voices. Silence those voices. And I alluded to Job in my previous video about silencing the voices. Job, when he was going through his situation, when he was being tested, his friends, them friends of his, curse God and die. Oh, what you do? Oh, da 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 da. And that wife of his too. And so Job had to silence those voices. You know, he didn't listen to them. And what Job did, he went ahead and prayed for them friends of his. And then he was delivered after he prayed. But I say that to say, yeah, we have to silence those voices. I had to go to God for myself and say, and ask, God, what is going on? What do you want me to do? And even my own voices, my own thoughts, right? My own thoughts. Okay, God ordained marriage. My marriage is ordained by God. And I had somebody ask me, really? It's ordained by now is it ordained by God, or is your marriage ordained by God, or is marriage ordained of God? And so I'd be like, you know what, you're right. And so I was trying to talk myself out of it at one point. No, I need this to work. I needed to, no, I wanted to, and even my own thoughts, my own voice, I had to silence, because I would probably talk myself into something I had no business being in. And I went to God for myself in prayer and was just asking him, what direction do I go in? What is it that you want me to do? And I just went with it like that, because what worked for one person is not going to work for me and my family. It's just not a one size fits all. It isn't. But I had to silence those voices that were trying to pull me in every which way. And I still can't get over. I still can't believe some of the advice that I got. Another baby. You guys are crazy. Just foolish. No. And of course, yeah. Have another baby. But those were some of the things that I had to hear. And it was hard to hear, and I get it. You want to preserve the sanctity of marriage, you want to preserve the union, but it doesn't always work out that way. We make our own. God has given us this thing called free will. We make our own choices and we live with the consequences of those choices. And I went ahead and got married, and I'm living with the consequences of having to get a divorce. And that's okay. God doesn't love me any less. It was a lesson learned. And I'm grateful now for the experience. I'm grateful now for even for that wilderness that I went through, because it has grown me. It has, I would have, I've noticed the changes in me because I went through that tough situation, because I left, or he left. And you know what? I'm thankful for that too. I'm thankful even for that, even for him leaving, because I probably would have never done it. I probably would have stayed. I probably would have stayed there. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy to me. I probably wouldn't have gone anywhere. But I'm glad that he left, and that pushed me to make some decisions, right? So I'm thankful even for that. I'm thankful even for that. I tell you what, I'm thankful even for that, because it propelled me, I think. And now I'm pursuing what I want to pursue. And now I'm doing what the things that make me happy. And I love, 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 love the woman that I am today. I love her because she's been through it. I'm speaking in third person. But I've been through it, and I love how I've come out of the other end of it. I love how I've come out on the other end of it. It's just, I'm happy. I'm happy. And it's a journey, and I'm enjoying it. It's a journey, and I'm enjoying it. But even on my single journey now, I have the silence voices that are trying to come in. What you need to be doing is, oh, you don't need to be doing that. Da, 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 da. No, I'm going to go to God for myself, because now I'm having to learn how to be single and saved. And I don't want outside influences coming in and tainting that. So even in my singleness, I'm having to silence voices also and hear from God myself. Look, God, prayer and fast, and hear from God myself, because people will have you going doing all types of crazy stuff, and I ain't got time for that. Okay, I don't. But yeah, silence the voices. Be still and hear from God, and he'll direct your path. And you're not any less worthy than you were before you decided to get a divorce or got a divorce. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, would God rather we not? Sure, but He knows the heart of man. He knows how hardened our hearts are, and we can't live peaceably with one another. So He allows it. It's His. He permits it. It's His. It's His. Is it His perfect will? No, but He permits it. And I'm just thankful that He loves me still. Okay, I am. I am. I am. But that's the end of. I think this is the end of the series. I think we've covered a lot. We've covered, the general divorce. You could get through it. It's going to be okay. We've covered getting over divorce with children. We've covered divorce and mental health. And now we are covering, and we just covered divorce and silencing those outside voices, right? And so I think, unless God says otherwise, I think this is it for now on the divorce series. And this is a continuous journey, and I want to take you guys on the ride with me. Every day I'm learning something, right? Every day I'm like, oh, okay. And every day I'm growing. And I thank God for that we're not stagnant, that we are growing. This is a season for, this is a season for growth. And I'm glad that I am growing in that. And so, but that's the end of our topic, our discussion for today. So stay tuned for our next video. I'm just happy. I'm just excited where Simply Me is going to go. I'm excited to grow. And I love doing this for you guys. Now, I am super, super, super busy. You know, I have ministry, I have my children, I have school, which I'm a full-time student. So I'm not sure how frequent these videos are gonna be, but I'm going to do my very best. Whenever I get some free time, I'm going to put out content for you all. And I hope that this series has been helpful to you, because I wish I had something kind of like this when I was going through. Well, maybe I didn't search for it. I don't know. But I'm glad that I'm able to share my testimony. I'm able to tell you all about it. And that is pretty much it. And so I will see you next time, baby, on Simply Me.